I, roughly 2 weeks ago, said on my second channel the following words. The series would be called Side Hustle. The idea is, firstly, make stonks with drugs. Already problematic for, YouTube advertising purposes. And then we have all of the characters from the side series on this channel. Because it's a double pun, because this channel's my side hustle. You got the side hustle because we're selling drugs on the side. You got characters from both series crossing over. It's genius. I honestly astound myself. That's right. Side hustle. The goal of which was, believe it or not, to make $1 million Rimworld dollars. Within hours of that episode going live, an unnamed individual did exactly that idea, lawsuit pending. But whereas that unnamed channel did it the American way, through cold, hard industry, unfeeling, uncaring monopolies, and most likely an underpaid working class, I'm gonna do things the good old-fashioned British way. That's right, I'm gonna peddle drugs to nations and destroy their society. All for profit. As a side note, I am drinking tea between these voice lines, just to keep myself nice and lubricated winky face, and I'll be honest, the irony has never hit me harder. Welcome, one and all, to Side Hustle. The goal of this series is to sell drugs to just about everybody, make as much profit as possible, whilst in the meantime exploiting whoever we can capture as slave labor, working our fields in the middle of a rainforest. But it's also a really clever pun, because all of these characters come from my personal side hustle. My second YouTube channel. It's not much of a side hustle, it's just another fucking YouTube channel, isn't it? Without further ado, let me introduce you to the squad. The first in our lineup is Colony Crafter and all-round suave gentleman, Don Excelente. Don Excelente, my brother.
Out of my way.
Have dinner at my apartment. Failed actor turned drug technician. Don Excelente has 15 crafting, 10 artistic, double passion in both, but he's an ex-Hollywood actor. He's abrasive, neurotic, and prude. Next up, ripped crack granddad himself, Caius Cossides.
Hello, my man. Good God. Look at the muscles on you.
Broadsword in one hand, crack pipe in the other. My man's got 16 cooking and 14 plants because he's got an interest in, in that type of thing. Chemical interest, in fact. Drunken master on top of that, which means when he is baked, my God, you are also getting baked, my friend. We needed a man capable of peddling stock and taking big deals and big names. It's Fat Larry.
My man, what is
Larry,
up?
I'm taking you up on the steak. Let's go. Pizza lover, gun dealer, 14 shooting, 15 social. The man knows a good deal when he sees one. The only problem is he has a terrible, terrible weakness, and that is being a bit of a unit. That and absolutely gripping terrible cholesterol. On the subject of absolute units, for a completely separate reason, we have the enforcer, the bodyguard, Sloaner. Oh, there she is. Sloaner, what the fuck? Are you actually going to come with us or not? We'll put her to work picking flowers. Oh, God, a fucking mountain lion. I thought we cleared those out. Sloaner is unconscious. We told her to pick flowers and she got savaged by a mountain lion. What she lacks in, well, absolutely everything, she makes up for in pure, constantly growing, frighteningly large muscles. Finally, the mastermind mighty man of the mustard suit, Legal Lee. Legal Lee just killed that man. Look at him. What the fuck was that? Legal Lee's a fucking savage. Can't just have brawn without brains. We've got Legal Lee, 16 shooting, because he is a fucking cold hard killer. 16 intellectual and 11 social to boot, because he is a defense lawyer after all. The man overseeing the operation, the puppet master keeping this absolute rabble together. And together, the Empire and my YouTube monetization aren't going to know what hit him. There's also Crack Joris, but we probably shouldn't talk about Crack Joris. I think that's more than a good enough marketing reel for the second channel. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rimworld, and welcome to a whole new series based on pure stonks. I wanted something that was a massive contrast to last series where it was 500% threat, constant combat, got to keep the colony wealth down so we weren't raided. I wanted the opposite. I wanted big, high profits for big, high people. Very literally this time around. As per usual, install instructions, Steam Workshop collection, load order, etc. All available in the description. There's also a Discord link down there as well if you need any technical support or anything like that. We've got some weird stuff going on this time around. The biggest one to mention is no trade ships. Everything is going to be hand-delivered by Fat Larry and his companions, his bodyguards, his muscle, And it's all going to be delivered with a smile. We are building a drugs empire after all. So what better mod than the Empire mod? Along with that, I've thrown in some submods that add all sorts of drugs buildings, drugs settlements, drugs paraphernalia, drugs land. One that I think a lot of people are going to love. No embrasures, no kill boxes, no fancy turrets, no security mods. All we've got this time between us and our drugs and the feds is a really tall fence. And finally, a rainforest. Because what good drugs baron doesn't have their own rainforest? Now, I haven't looked around the map yet. We're using a preset from the map designer mod. So this could be all sorts of fucking strange. My God, it never ends. There's a big snake. This is absolutely huge. The map, that is, not the snake. Wow, look at that. We've got some mountains around the edge, which is quite nice for resources, but it's not so many mountains that it's going to make it super easy to defend. Whoa, this is crazy. I can see it. I'm already starting to believe. Where are we in the world? All the way down the south of the continent, away from all these very, very angry factions. The Empire, unsurprisingly, a little pissed that we're here and immediately going to deal drugs. The agency, the feds, also very angry at us. But some people are okay. We got a friendly settlement there. We've got a friendly tribe there. We've got a rough outlander, but we can win those guys over. Send Fat Larry in with a boatload of yayo. They'll turn sides. A little fishing village there and some pirates right by Red Human Sea. Well, that's concerning. Oh, shit. I suppose we better get to work then, eh? Probably also worth mentioning that we don't have a huge amount of tech mods this time around. There's no rim factory, no conveyor belts. We have vanilla expanded mechanoids, but obviously those machines are quite difficult to get. You have to defeat mechanoid invasions for it. So overall, it's going to be quite a hands-on mod. We've got prison labor so that we can, you know, get some employees, I think is what Jeff Bezos calls them. We can have a good old drugs farm in the rainforest powered by old-fashioned elbow grease. None of this automated machinery, none of this rim factory cloning my yayo. This is going to be organic, freshly grown, stick it on the packet actually, 100% free-range yayo. First things first, and I feel like this is a great idea. Let's equip some axes. Something tells me we're not going to run out of wood in a hurry. Wow. Look, we've only got wood to build with right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a wooden hut and we are going to pray that there's no lightning strikes. Jesus, Sloaner, I blinked and the house was built. She should be called anything but Sloaner right now. What? No. Watch Fat Larry. Watch Fat Larry. Watch. Do you see that? Fat Larry fucking takes his sunglasses off indoors. This is the best Rimworld mod I've ever seen in my entire life. Dong also takes off his shirt, which is a bit weird. It's a bit weird. It's also 10 degrees C. What are you doing? For what's supposed to be a drugs plantation, it's a bit of a shame that we've only got 3 fucking people capable of growing crops. Oh, I already hate this rainforest. I already hate it. I made a mistake. I'll admit it. I'm big enough to admit it. I've made a mistake. I've built 2 buildings and we got 3,500 wood. I want to build a fence and I want to get a perimeter up and I want to say let's clear out all the trees within there. So we've got like an area to work in where we're not going to have to wait for Fat Larry to spend the best part of a day chopping down a fucking tree. I've done that and I'll be honest with you, I can't explain why. It's making me feel all sorts of sick just looking at it. Oh, hello. Oh, God, they're here for the drugs and I just don't have any yet. That is the best thing I've ever read in Rimworld. I'm an absolute fool. We've got Dubspad Hygiene installed. And then we've got any water. Oh, shit, that was lucky. Holy crap. Got water. It's not fresh water because it's been pumped right out of the ground in the rainforest. And we've got wooden toilets. I never said they were going to be comfortable. Okay? It's better than nothing. Although apparently it is nothing. What's wrong with them? No sewage capacity? Like a sewage outlet. Can we just... Wait, it's fine. We've got a litter box. Here you go, Fat Larry. That one's yours. What the fuck? One of the guests got savaged by a tiger, and they're blaming me for it. Ooh. Don't worry. I've got Fat Larry on it. Oh, God. Oh, God, Fat Larry. Fat Larry, you might need to haul ass there, friend. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's okay. He's minigunned it. And of course, Caius is right on those cigars. The body's not even cold yet, Caius. Plucked it right from her mouth. They were awfully disappointed by their stay. Minus 86. They've had enough of you. Don't blame me if you turn up to my base and get savaged by a tiger. Dong, what the fuck are you wearing? Whose body did you take that from? Oh, come on. They turn up to my base. They get savaged by a cobra. I'm to blame. Oh, no. Oh, what have you done? Got a stockpile full of endangered animals. The forest is on fire. And now to add insult to injury, we're being attacked by a fucking pirate? Bring him down, Fat Larry. You know what to do. Fucking pirates trying to take my drugs. We got 12 medical, but you know, that's kind of the... It's kind of the wrong drugs, isn't it? We don't need it. We don't need anyone good with medicine. So that's really not stopping, eh? No, unreserved water sources of the highest available quality. I know what all of those words mean, but nothing about that makes any sense to me. Just a naked old crack fiend washing his hands in the sink. I feel like we've really perfectly captured the spirit of this series already. This base is absolutely perfect. I don't need to do anything else. Okay, all that. That also works too. Is there any silver? Because if we get some silver, we can start working on our... We can employ some people to go out and, you know, set up their own little drugs bases. Silver. Hey, there it is. Oh, well, shit, that's not going to do it, is it? We're good at mining. Sloaner, get to work. Wait. Where is it? Dong successfully tamed gorilla, 24% chance? Oh, now that one's pretty massive as well. So the neutralopes are boomalopes, but get this, they make neutral-aiming. That's all there is to it. What the fuck? Well, I guess the New Madagascar sequel's cancelled. What can we actually build right now? I've got the simple research table going down for legally. We can put a rolling table? Okay, that seems appropriate. But no drugs labs, no hydroponics, no sort of production whatsoever that would help speed things up. Okay, we're starting completely from no. Oh, no. Caius is armed with his trusty hemp longsword. I mean, because of course he is. It's helpful to have in emergencies. Where's the alligator, though? Oh, it's okay. It's far away. No, it's okay. You can get to safety. Decided to defy orders. Caius, now's not the time, pal. Research, then. What have you got for me legally? We have... Oh, first thing to mention, of course, is the semi-random research mod, kind of Stellaris style. A lot of people said they really liked that last time. I personally really liked it as well. I think it's a really cool way to add a little bit of extra difficulty, but still give you a little bit of control over what you've got going for you. There's an obvious one, isn't there? How can I ignore that? It's either that or big oil. They're both good for profit. Oh. I never even considered the implications of that. Who do you want to make psychic? Because my money's on Fat Larry. To be honest, maybe not. The Empire don't really like us on account of our, you know, planned business ventures, which they're not entirely supportive of. So I don't see why I should bother supporting their Baron, given that he's being hunted by a man hunting Snowhair. We should just let him die. Wants to keep him safe at Sprayberry? Is that the name of my faction? Okay, you know what? No. Nicotas. Friendship ended with Sprayberry. Myxomatosis is my new best friend. Get out of here. I have, once again, included Rimbees in this pack. You may have noticed on account of the unstoppable influx of bees that appear to be appearing in our stockpile. Bees are... As far as I understand, it's a very complicated process. They do something with flowers, what makes them grow good even. So, the plan is, I don't know if you picked up on this yet, we do plan on growing many things here. Nondescript plants and other plant products. As a result, bees, high tier, probably very, very good. Who needs Misc robots, Omnibots, androids, when you can just have nature's android, the bee? Everywhere on this screen, no matter where I look, it gets worse. Also, like, I approve of Fat Larry taking off his sunglasses indoors because it's indoors and it was dark. What I don't approve of is Dong taking off his fucking shirt. Like some sort of British dad the second the temperature gets in double digits. Oh man, this was our randomly generated faction name? Caius thinks the faction could use a fresh new name, and I completely agree there, Caius. Do we want to be the Lavawado non-technologist accord? No, I don't. I want to be Fat Larry's Letterbox. Sometimes I astound myself. Community. Faction name. Faction name? No, all the way around. This one's there, and this is Fat Larry's Letterbox. Legal Lees, legal bees. On the surface, we just make honey. We just grow plants. We nurture and we encourage bees. We crossbreed bees. And, you know, if they just happen to pollinate cold, hard drugs that we then package up and sell, that's an unfortunate side effect. Legal Lee is a lawyer. He can spin this. There is reasonable doubt that we are legitimately just a bee company. I think Legal Lee is the brains of the operation, deserves his own room, right? Especially if he is, especially if he's just going to be researching all day. You don't want to be mixing with your soldiers. He doesn't want to be mixing with the rabble. He wants to be left alone, left to his work, making the money. These guys can run the farm. He can count the coin. Episode 1, and we have achieved massive drug lord energy. To be fair, because of that alpaca earlier that got savaged by a panther, we can build proper beds. What a ridiculous sentence I just said. Fat Larry has damaged wooden bar stool due to their weight or strange posture. Don't listen to him, Fat Larry. This is already candidate for best series we've ever done. Just because all the characters are so fucking good. Brilliant. What have we got in our weapons cargo pod? A beeswax tomahawk. Say no more. Mandrill self-tamed? Now this is either disappointing baboon or the coolest fucking animal. Like this is like Pokemon level. Oh, it's just a disappointing baboon. I'm quite sad about that. It really makes you wonder why they're called mandrill. Wow, who could have guessed? Really does make you think. Thanks for that. Easy come, easy go. No, this is a weird complaint to have, but I'm trying my hardest here and I just cannot make it look like a crack house. I've got furniture strewn around the place, absolutely no uniformity to it. We've got a table with a fucking bloody knife in it and a rolling table, and I just can't. I don't think there's not like a, you know, like crackhouse.mod to download. This is where we've got up to in Rimworld. I'm building filth to try and make it more convincing. It's built a fucking mushroom. It's 1,000 silver to set up our first settlement, and then the tropical rainforest actually does give a bonus to medicine production, which is quite nice. Oh shit, we've actually got 1,000. Oh man, I don't know how long I've been sleeping on that for. Well then, okay then, let's track down our first settlement. I wonder where we can go to like maximize drugs. Which really is the key question to this whole series, right? I'm gonna put you right there. I'm gonna put you right there. I'm gonna pick our first trait as well. What have we got here? Raiders, resilient, industrious. Man, I love industrious. 5% chance every time a settlement is built to receive a significant boost in revenue. They might just, you know, find some drugs down the back of a sofa. I'm in. So for our faction traits as well, I've gone for authoritarian. Send your military to raid another faction settlement to enslave members of their faction instead of ordinary raiding. And we can spend silver to increase the loyalty of a settlement. Bribery and workers. I think that's perfect for Legal Lee's legal empire. And then we've got isolationist, which makes our buildings cheaper. We get higher taxes and we get some extra workers. This is perfect for our drugs empire. We've got to come up with a code name for that because YouTube is absolutely going to clap me. Asking for a friend. Why is everybody naked? Caius has taken Fat Larry shades and Fat Larry has put on the spooky mask. You know what, Fat Larry? You do you. I can't judge. What I can judge is our lack of farms going on right now. Let's get down some growing zones here. So we could swap out like the corn or the cotton. We're probably not going to need too much of, but I think we'll put down some nice uniform growing areas just to start off with here. If we do like 3 by 8, I think is probably a good size. So let's go around like that. That'll do for 1. And then 2. I don't care that they don't line up. They're following the taper of the fence, okay? Don't worry about it. What do we want to grow? We've got thornweed. I don't know what that is. Plants can be used to harvest and make a painkiller. Okay. We've got tobacco. We've got painkiller. We've got smoke leaf. We've got shrooms. Psychoid. Peyote? Visual hallucinations when the fruit is ingested. Oh, that's kind of cool. Papava. I don't know what that is. Used in further... Oh. I can't say that word. That'll get me clapped. No problem. Dreamflower. That was the one I'm pretty sure that's like the one. You know? That's the big one. So let's get some Dreamflower down. And over here, we'll get something a bit more basic, bitch. We'll just go like, we'll go like Psychoid. Everybody knows Psychoid. It's a fan favorite. And then we'll take some Smoke Leaf. And I think it would be remiss of me not to go for a little bit of Shroomage there as well. And then, you know what? I think we've got a good amount of bases covered. We got vanilla. Ah, yeah, shit. Look, we could have tilled the soil. That's okay. We'll worry about that later. For the time being, let's just get something set up and ready to go. Actually, on the subject of that, our settlement's founded. What is this as well? A monkey called Ray is crashing in a transport pod. Hello, monkey. What an appropriate name. Let's go and tame you then, little monkey. Okay, we can build a cannibal camp. We can build the Department of Oppression. I feel like that's not actually a government body. Go Juice Manufactory, that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, 25% combat efficiency and 0.5 unrest gains for the local military. So we can juice up our mercenaries. That's kind of fun. Hops Plantation. Okay, that's pretty good. Psychoid Lab. Big fan of that. I wonder if we can tithe it. That would be interesting. Sorry, quick question. Where are you getting these hearts from? We can just tithe hearts if we feel like it's quite expensive. Health medicine is 9 apiece. A heart is 500. You know what? For the time being, let's just try and get some profits here. Sell those hearts. Legal Lee is pissed that there's no hot water in his shower. In his private shower, by the way. So the first bit of technology we're going to go for on this entire map, that's right, it's going to be a hot water boiler. I think we can probably get away with using a log boiler on this map. Call me crazy. What? No. You don't understand. Ape together strong. We've already got Pablo. Don't you do this. Fucking nobody turns it. You think you can fuck with fucking Legal Lee? Pablo's fucking booking it. He's out. Yeah, nobody fucks with Legal Lee. Goddamn grass monkey. You know before where I said this rainforest was a bit of a mistake? We haven't planted a single drug. Not a single goddamn drug, Fat Larry. Holy shit, it's the feds. Holy shit, it's the mechanoids. Well, that's not my problem. We can't do anything about that, and I'm not going to do anything about that. Can't get us on anything. They can't get us on. We haven't grown any drugs. We haven't done anything illegal. I mean, we shot a monkey, but is that a crime? I don't fucking think so. The monkey was a fucking snitch. Probably the monkey that called the feds in the first place. I cannot explain to you how much I'm torn between bees or hot tubs. God damn, you can't give me this decision. You might as well just pull my heart out like those fucking settlers are doing. Let's go for... You know I gotta do it. Oh shit, the actual feds. Hello? Stevenson from the agency. It's the FBI. Fat Larry. Fuck him up. God, I wish that monkey wasn't dead so I could shoot it again. Where's Sloaner? Living up to her name, I see. Brilliant. Larry's on it. You never take me alive. Oh, he took a hit. Shit, Fat Larry. Is he okay? Oh, he's done for. That's it. Bad hygiene. This is so good. I don't know if it's the fact that it's 4:30 a.m. or maybe it's the fact that, you know, these characters kind of have some extra backstory making it better. But holy crap, this is actually the best series of Rimworld we've ever done. Nothing will ever beat this. God, Fat Larry is Fat Larry going to be okay? He can't die in the first fight. Let's hit him in the heart with some adrenaline. That'll wake him up. What the fuck is going on up here? Both the bulk goods traders are in the same place. We can't trade with them. We've got... Maybe they'll buy some wood. Hey, do you want to buy any wood? Fat Larry's our salesman, right? Fat Larry, get in there. This rainforest is a fucking nightmare. Right, go on. Fat Larry who's still nursing a revolver shot. Alright, let's see if they'll buy some wood from us. What the fuck is a hempoline? It's like a trampoline, but when you bounce on it, you sing through the floor. Do you have bees? We've got a mild queen already. We could buy like what the hell is this? Temperate bees? I don't know anything about bees. The bees are a front. Okay, I'll buy a couple of bees here. How much are bees? Oh, bees are like super cheap. Well, then again, they are just bees. There you are. We're going to buy 2 bees and we're going to give them a bunch of furs. I thought this mod would be kind of handy. We can also wish list stuff. There's a lot of different trade mods we got going on here. Just simply because it's a mod about, you know, fine produce. Endangered animals. We've killed enough of them. Pack of black rhinoceros. Oh, that's cool. That's got some real drug dealer energy. Give me those. I'm sure this won't end badly. Okay, Dong. You know what you got to do. Get legally a rhino. That's all he needs. Please. Come on. If anybody can do it, Dong Excelente can. Fuck. 6.8% chance? You're telling me there's a chance, though. Good news. Round of applause, everybody. 3 days later, and they've planted a total of 10 drugs. Why did Caius and Fat Larry keep swapping fucking clothes? Larry's got his glasses back now. I guess he was jealous. Knew what? Sloana pursued Caius by exaggerating her own leg hair. Caius responded well and is now Sloana's lover. I just don't know what to expect anymore. Fine, I'll build him a double bed. I'm gonna build him a double bed, but it's gonna be like a real flex double bed. It's gonna be like right here. In between Dong and Fat Larry. I'm putting it right there. The game is giving us impossible choices. How can I take something sensible like basic electronics when smart toilets are right there? He's got a name, thank you. It's Fat Larry. I mean, look, the sooner we go for complex electronics, the sooner we get the high-tech research bench, the sooner we can go back for smart toilets anyway. So fine. For the time being, I'll go for the more sensible option. Oh, taxes. Taxes from Lee's Lawn have arrived. That's our settlement, by the way, the one that we set up for Legal Lee's legal faction. Hey, there we go. They'll pay for themselves in no time. Hang on. More importantly, I've very much already forgotten here. Does that mean I can now build the hot tub out of opal? Oh, we don't have enough opal. Out of steel? We can build a steel hot tub. I've got the perfect place for it. Mushinto? A war child. Child soldier, hello. He's only 14. Actual child soldier. Paralytic incubation for 35 days. Honestly, it's a price worth paying. We got some spare beds now, too. Oh my god, is that our first legitimate harvest? Holy shit. Wait, can you just, you have to, I mean, you do have to dry them. But we can just chomp those down right now. Dong. No. Not Dong. Fuck you, Dong. Legal Lee. Taste the fruits of your effort, my friend. Enjoy. What a place for it. Right in the middle of the swamp. Straight off the ground. Did it work? Oh, it's working. Oh, no. Oh, what? The agency paid a high price for the Iron Alliance mercenary squad to annihilate you? Holy crap, they're so garish. Been raided by pirates and now being attacked by the fucking Power Rangers? Lock and load, Fat Larry. Lock and load. Thank you for watching what may end up being our most bizarre Rimworld series yet. And trust me, we've had some very bizarre Rimworld series. After the end Patreon credits, I'll go over kind of the mod list, a bit more information about tweaks and things that I've got set up to kind of facilitate the mod pack and go over the load order and kind of things like that as well. So for those of you interested and who want to play along, that'll all be documented there at the end. But in the meantime, a big thank you has to go out to the patrons, without which I would not be able to produce a boatload of content, a ridiculous amount of content. I would not be able to make a new mod pack. Hours it took me, many hours today, and stay up till 5 a.m. recording these episodes without them. A big thank you goes out to Brambio, Night Rouge, Eckelcakes, Mr. Mosin, Dranmere, Rathu, Zetlock, Scar of Sangili, Zevenwolf, Pascal E, Alvin Flang, Archbishop, Scarlet Bard, Hoodoo Woodzu, and K, along with everyone else, of course, at the executive tiers over on Patreon. A big thank you to you guys for making this series, along with all the others, possible in the first place. And a thank you as well to Matteo, Thistris Marana, Bolplop, a good chunk of Balsa, Omegador, Stormcrower, Nyancat17, thanks for the loan, Bojo, Lanigan, Lilac, Stalker Pepe, Epilogue, and Mystic370. This bit is just going to be a little bit of discussion around the kind of seed. I'll make the earliest save game I've got available, so if you just want to play with these characters on this map, you could jump in with that, or I guess you could export them with character editor and go and put them in an entirely new save. That's entirely down to you. Do what you like with them, basically. So, the first thing then to know is for this planet, now bear in mind the actual road layout and the faction settlements are not seeded. Those will be random. So when you create this planet, you'll get this continent, this size, whatever else. You won't actually get those particular settlements in that area. But for reference, if you do just still want to play on the planet I'm playing on, the seed for that is Prime, 25% coverage. I believe I turned up the rainfall to the second highest setting. See that overall rainfall is high. Everything else is set to normal. So it's 25% coverage, and that's pretty much all you need to know there. The actual position we started on is 39.62 degrees north, 21.69 nice degrees west, right down on the south continent here. I'm using the World Map Beautification Project, which is why it might look slightly different, but we are like directly adjacent to some small hills there. It's pretty much showing these small hills around this area. As for mod settings that are relevant this time around, everything's kind of my usual go-to, and obviously you can adjust how you like. The ones that are kind of important to the scenario is orbital trade ships are more or less disabled. One orbital trade ship every 1,000 days. So technically not disabled, but we get one every... I mean, how long's a year in Rimworld? That's 60 days. So you can extrapolate that out. It's many, many, many years before we actually get a trade ship there. And outside of that, the only other important one is the faction control mod. Faction-based density is set to normal. Otherwise, on a kind of 25% coverage globe on a tiny planet, you won't get enough room for any more than that to spawn anyway. Nation building is set to very tight. That way, if there are more than one thing that's spawning, obviously depending on your seed, they'll be kind of next to each other. The hidden mechanoid faction I've disabled, but they do still exist because, as we've seen with vanilla mechanoid expanded, randomized faction goodwill is disabled, so we've always got trading partners. Spread pirates I've ticked. Now pirates, because we've got dynamic diplomacy, will, or is it more faction interaction, one or the other, will just spread over time anyway. Those will set up new factions and new bases, so don't worry about that too much. The faction options, I've got 8 faction groups appearing in the world, 1 civil outlander union, 1 civil tribe, 1 pirate band, and 1 empire, with the rest disabled, simply so that we would have room for some of the modded factions. Specifically, we've got 1 coastal fishing town, 1 USFM faction group. Those are the kind of Iron Alliance, they're the people you buy mercenaries from, but not this one up here. The Iron Alliance faction group will appear on the map. This one just allows you to kind of trade with them. They kind of exist. They kind of pseudo-exist. Mechanoid Swarm, again, allows mechanoids to exist, but they aren't on the map. And then we've got 1 agency and 1 Corsair faction group for the pirates. Outside of that is really the only customization I've done. You might want to customize things depending on... your particular playthrough, how you enjoy doing different things. Like hospitality would be a good one to look at, empire would be another good one to look at, but everything is more or less set to default for me, with a few tweaks here and there to like camera mods and stuff for recording. So it's a very, very simple one to set up. As always, the load order will be available. Why don't we crack that out now? This took a lot of testing to get this mod pack working, because there were a lot of different iterations it went through. I tried using seeds, please, but didn't really work with modded plants. I tried using human resources, but it was a massive pain in the ass. I tried throwing in a vampire mod for Dong Excelente, but it was too much micromanagement. There's not much point in having a guy who can't go outdoors when you're building a farm in a rainforest. Doesn't really help out. So I'll go ahead and save this current list as Side Hustle Final. And then you guys with Mod Manager can obviously just load that in and hit the ground running.